everyone, and welcome to the 41st episode of Carnival Cruising Podcastaways, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything Carnival Cruising related. My name's Trevor Shelby, and joining me on this crazy cruising adventure are my good friends, Thomas Kennedy and Reece Scripture.
Woo, yeah.
What up, yo?
Holla.
Yeah. So,
So
how is everyone?
good.
Oh, wait, I think do we got some kind of an announcement to make?
I have an announcement. So
Yes.
I'm gonna ask that my co-hosts hold their questions and opinions until the end of the announcement, as I believe this is going to be something important for our listeners. All right. Okay, here goes. Dear listeners, I am truly sorry for the poor sound quality of my segment last week, and as you all know, it's a conspiracy against me. My co-hosts,
What?
in an ill attempt at swaying listeners' opinions in their favor as to whether or not they're funny. This is why I am creating a shirt for the merch store. There will be a Reecegate shirt. Shout out to Gary Manning. Thank you, brave listener, for seeing the truth. Wake up, sheeple. Bigfoot is real and he's married to the queen of the lizard Illuminati. Sorry, I blacked out there for a second. I will also be designing a Save the Foosball Table shirt, so make sure to keep an eye out for new merch.
Oh my God!
No, you
This
can't blame that on us.
is an outrage.
You're
How-
fired. You're fired. You gotta go. You gotta go.
How dare you? How dare you, sir?
Oh, I might
We
have
show
to.
you
Listen.
nothing but respect.
Yeah, you damn blue card. Oh man, I feel attacked. Personally
I do
attacked.
too.
As
mean-
the editor of this show, I want everyone to know that I would never, ever, ever do something like that. That's just so
and
bizarre.
I would never ever tell Trevor to do anything like that.
Yeah, I mean,
It-
wow. That's
we can't
hurtful.
help the fact that we are funnier than him, even though
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
it's
Dear
just,
listeners, if I am not on the next week's episode, please send someone to check on me. I may not be okay.
Where does my dog keep getting squeak toys? Good Lord.
minion.
Anyways.
You guys
I
have any
can't.
announcements?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well-
when you said you had an announcement, I thought, you're getting engaged or something like that. Not that you're blaming us for some sort of conspiracy. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you're putting us, in line with like, was there a shooter on the grassy knoll or not, or if we actually landed on the moon? I mean,
Yeah. Jeez.
if the Earth is round.
I just gotta say this. Next week we are starting tryouts.
For the new blue card intern.
Yeah. I don't think we can stand this. And yeah. Hashtag we know the truth. So that's a hashtag right there. Oh wow.
Well, maybe the shirt should be hashtag Reecegate,
Yeah.
so I can appeal to the younger crowd.
Yes. Well, we have a fine show ready and willing for you guys.
Ready and willing.
It is a consenting show. The show is going.
Wow.
This show is
giving us
100%
consent.
consenting. Yes, this show is consenting for your listening pleasure. And so Yeah, didn't make that awkward sounding at all, did I?
No, you didn't.
That's so good.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to talk about one thing today that I know you guys, you're not going on a cruise next week, but I happen to be going on a cruise next week. And I'm with a novice. Yeah. I'm with a novice. I'm with a novice cruiser. And he's very worried right now because it is hurricane season and there is a very real threat for hurricanes and stuff like that. I've reassured him. I've talked to him about, that there's nothing really to worry about because Carnival's, they've got our back. Like they're not gonna like drive us into the eye of the storm. At least I hope not.
Ask him if he's seen a perfect storm.
Yeah, we'll watch that on the airplane. So, yeah,
just get prepared.
We fly out this Friday, which is actually yesterday when this airs. But there's no chance that there's gonna be a hurricane like even close by then. So we're definitely going. I think he's more worried about like maybe choppy seas, choppy weather.
I've been following the news of Fiona,
Yeah.
I mean, it's named after a Disney character. How bad could it be?
Exactly. So this one's supposed to be right behind. It has a chance to go into the Gulf, and it has like a 40% chance or something like that of turning into an actual hurricane. But there's something that I'm always reminded of whenever I think of hurricanes and all that. So back in the day, I have to find it here. Okay. So this is actually, and we're going to describe what's going on here, but this is actually the weather center that, and this is the where they do all the tracking of the ships and of the weather for Carnival. This actually looks like NASA. Okay, it's pretty crazy. And this is John Heald, who was explaining how they monitor everything 24 hours a day. They know where all the ships are at all times, and they keep everything, they keep everyone safe. So if there's a hurricane plowing through the island that you need to go to, they're not going to send you there. They're probably going to send you to another island, or you're going to end up getting a cruise to nowhere, but you're at least cruising. So, they'll change the itinerary. But cruising this time of year, you're safe as long as it's not like, hitting the port you're coming out of.
And so a few weeks ago, there was someone who was griping about the fact that that they had to leave. I think it was Bermuda early because there was supposed to be like an overnight stay or something.
Yeah,
because the hurricane was coming in, and they said they're talking about how they said everyone knows that a ship is safer at port than it is at sea during a hurricane, which is a bunch of crap. But there's a video now of a ship in Italy that got caught in 120 mile an hour winds, and it got blown from the moorings broke and sent it to shore, and they had to drop anchor just to try and stop it from grounding itself.
Yeah.
So being if there's a hurricane and the ship decides to leave, it's for your own safety because the thrusters only work, in less than 30 knot currents and winds.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying Carnival's got your back. So don't worry about, cruising during this time of year. So we also have started working on a kind of a comprehensive list. We're going to kind of go over some different ports, talk about some tips and tricks and things that we can do whenever we are going to, like if we're cruising out of Galveston or New Orleans or Miami, any of those places. So this week we decided that we're going to start with Galveston because that is kind of like our home port. That's the one that's kind of closest and we like cruise out the most. And we kind of talked about maybe doing just a few tips and tricks, and this may be kind of an ongoing thing. So we may do like maybe 5, and then then yeah, we'll maybe throw some more at you next week or the week after or whenever. So
It'll be the week after.
yeah, probably. I won't be there next week.
Yeah.
But
We do have a special guest host next week.
do you?
So, yeah.
Do you? You've replaced me already.
Yep.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, I knew I would miss that episode.
Listen, for 2 years you wanted Neil deGrasse Tyson, but he is not coming on our show.
He might. You never know.
Maybe. I mean, talk about the stars you can see in the middle of the ocean. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Which are far greater than the stars that you see in the city, for sure.
Yep.
Not that I wouldn't personally. I'm a card intern. I haven't been on a ship yet.
You've been on a ship before.
Well, I've been on a ship. I've never been on a cruise ship.
Yeah. You know, it's the height difference. You get to see the stars because you're closer to
Closer
them.
to them.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
it's the
how it
same
works.
star. It's the same stars. I mean,
That's how it works. Like if you're on top of a skyscraper, you're like, whoa, there's so many stars.
Touching
So that's how it works. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can, just touch one if you're on one of those skyscrapers, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's science, bud.
Yep. So he's never coming on the show.
Definitely not going to come on.
Nope.
I mean, maybe. He might be like, oh, I need to correct these mofos.
Yeah. Well, one thing that my first tip about going to Galveston or going to a cruise in Galveston is get there like the day before. Give yourself a little bit more time to actually kind of have fun, and that way you don't have to worry about getting all across that causeway. Or I never bring it up because I've never actually used it. The ferry. There's a ferry on the other side. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know much about ferries except like I've seen them in Zelda games.
Well,
I've
the
dated
last
a
time
few.
I was in Galveston. I actually stayed in a hotel right at the entrance of the ferry.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I've been told, and this is not really a tip that comes from me. It's a tip that I saw online that somebody gave me, which is if you're going across the waters on the ferry, give yourself about an hour and a half. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I was told for somebody that lives in the area. So I would give yourself a little bit more time. So it kind of goes with my theme with get there like at least the day before. I would try to get a hotel, anywhere along what's that
Seawall.
road? Seawall.
Seawall.
Yeah. That's kind of the hub of a lot of activity there. So
yeah, don't get at the hotel like near the ferry drop. There's nothing to do, and especially if it happens to be like what we did, we flew in and Ubered or took a shuttle. You would have to, if you don't have a car, you can't get anywhere. There's nothing around that place.
yeah. You got a tip for us, Tom?
I have a place to go.
Oh, what's your place to go?
In late November, early December, there's this a Charles Dickens festival called Dickens on the Strand. It's a big 19th century festival that you can go, and there's shops and people dressed in Dickens era stuff.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool. It's happened like 3 or 4 times that I've cruised out of Galveston.
Very nice. I do got a place to go or not to go, depending on how you look at it. The Waffle House by Seawall. and I'm saying this because I say to go because the food was actually really good for a Waffle House. And like it was really well done. I say don't go because the service was insane. And I know like Waffle House service is usually like, insane as it is. But this lady was like, she was done. Like, and I had my dad with me, and it was really funny because had my dad and my mom. I think Sandra was there, but like having older folks like try people at like midnight, like try their patience. Like we tried to joke with her. She was like we were dead to her.
Oh,
It was
that's sad.
Wow.
But it was wild though. We couldn't even sit all together, if I remember right. It was like me, mom, and dad, and then like Sandra and Amanda were on the other side of the Waffle House. It was packed. But anyways, good food though.
Mine there's a main corner leading off of like I think it's 21st and Seawall.
Okay.
There is an ice cream shop there that has a webcam. So if you have friends or family that you want to that aren't there, you can go in front of that place. And I mean, you just go to their website, flip them off, something like that, and hold up signs saying "ha ha," something like that. Kind of fun.
Get an episode of your OnlyFans going.
Yeah, there you go. I will say that there is, and I think it's just west of the Pleasure Pier, there is another pier, and it's just called like something like fishing pier is what it's called. And there's a little building that's in the middle or that's at the end of the pier, and there are people always fishing all around it. And you can go up there. You don't have to, if you have the money, you can go up there and just rent a fishing pole and you get your bait there. They sell fishing licenses and all that stuff there. They get you all set up. They got a whole package. And on top, they've got a bar. And it was like a really, really cool bar. And if you go to my YouTube page over at Pier Runners, you can see it a couple times in some of my vlogs. It's pretty cool, especially at night when you can see like everybody, because people are fishing there at all times, day and night. And you can see, you be like drinking away and then see everybody below you catching fish. They catch quite a few. So... it's kind of like it's kind of wild. So I do suggest it. It's a good hangout spot.
That sounds awesome.
So,
I want to do that.
Yeah. I kind of want to just not even cruise and go spend like a week in Galveston and just hang out there for like most nights.
I'm down. Let me know when we're going. I'm down.
Okay. All right. We'll do it.
Now, my thing is avoid the tourist trap restaurants like Rainforest Cafe. You can go to that place anywhere,
and it's terrible.
There
everywhere.
is one. Yeah, probably. I haven't actually eaten it, but it was like the people we used to cruise with. They had to go there, at least once. I don't have any desire. There is one tourist trap restaurant that I did like. And Trevor ate there too. Is the Bubba Gump Shrimp Factory?
Oh yeah,
shrimp shop or whatever it was.
I've been to Bubba Gump's a couple times.
Yeah, I've only been that one time. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I went one time and I got the souvenir mug, and then Megan proceeded to break my mug, and and then I had to go back.
Yeah,
that's the way that works.
The Bubba Gumps is where I met your grandmother-in-law, and that's where I offended her, and she started liking me at the same time.
Yep.
So I offended her because of a shirt I had, and then she started ribbing me, and I took it, and she's just like she. I think I'm in her will.
Yeah. I wouldn't count on that. She's a wonderful woman. She's very unique. The very old school, and I think it's exactly because you took the ribbing that you went into her good graces. So, let me see. How about if you are traveling from the airport? You might want to think about when you're arriving, if you're going to plan on just doing an Uber. You might look into the costs of getting getting like a bus or like the transportation shuttles that go to the different hotels. There are places online that you can check into, and they'll give you prices like right on hand. Because if you arrive at the airport like at a prime time and there's a lot of people trying to get into Galveston or trying to get out of Houston, you're going to be paying a premium for that Uber ride. So they'll have all the surge prices and all that going on. So you might want to rethink doing some of that.
Yeah, on a similar note to that, we flew into Galveston the night before, and we actually took Galveston Express from the airport to our hotel. It's a an airport ride share, but it's a flat rate. It's like it was. I want to say it was like $30 a person, and of course,
ain't bad at all.
There's a discount if you book a round trip. But yeah, I mean, nice guy. There's several, of course, there's several buses that go around, but they're very friendly, and they will take your luggage on and off the bus and stuff like that. So, and they'll get you there safely. So, because I looked at the prices, and for Uber and non-Uber rates is going to cost you $70. Or peak rates or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Surge.
Yeah, that, and those prices are always changing. So it's kind of crazy. It depends on like how many people you're getting in. Like if you're going to try to fit 3 people in, but you also got to think of like your luggage and all that stuff. So you may not be able to fit 3 people into a regular Uber. So you may have to get an Uber Black.
Uber Black
or an XL.
Yeah.
So you end up paying the even bigger premium. So anyways, another thing that I suggest is also when you're looking at the hotel that you're going to be booking, I said book a long seawall. Kind of look at what's around, because I parked my car there whenever we went last. I parked in the parking lot, and I didn't have to leave. Like I didn't actually drive anywhere. We were there for 2 days, and everything I needed was like within a short walk. Basically, all my entertainment, everything I was doing was just right there.
Yeah, as long as you're on as long as you stay on Seawall, you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You don't have to really worry about that. Plus, Seawall has a bus it's like a buck, and you can just like get on the bus and travel up and down Seawall all you want. So it's a pretty good deal. So
my next tip is tits, toes in the sand. No, not those. Toes in the sand.
Oh.
Toes in the sand. Go on the beach.
You keep saying it. I don't quite get it yet.
Walk on the beach in the sand. No shoes.
You just wanted to say tits.
Yeah, I did.
I did.
That was all you wanted to say. Toes in the sand.
You guys took it dirty. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
My next tip, big fat titties. Get all them titties.
I meant toes in the sand. What are you thinking?
Give her a single.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I'm hoping to get lots of tits next week, I guess. Toes in the sand.
Does your wife listen to this podcast?
Yeah. I gotta edit that out. So, no, I do agree though. Galveston, like every once in a while, I don't think it's yearly. I always kind of thought it was, but I kind of like looked more into it, and I don't think it is yearly. But every once in a while, Galveston gets plagued. Their beaches get plagued by this black mossy stuff. It's real hard and stinky. I forget what it's called.
Seaweed.
It's not seaweed though. It's called something else, and it's stuff that and it floats in the water, and it just like loads up the beach. So the beach is covered with this stuff. They had to get a bulldozer out and actually clear the beach of this stuff, and it stinks so bad. I do say that you might do some research before you go. So, but
I have one other here. There's a bar called The Spot. That is really amazing. It's multi-level. It's right there on Seawall across the street from the beach. Drinks, food. It's a great place.
Very cool. One thing I want to do is maybe get some ideas and tips of places to go try in next week when I am in New Orleans, of some like food places. So he already gave me an idea of a place to go eat that's some beignets. Eating
the new beignet place, yeah.
Yeah, it's a different beignet place. And I would like to give it a try. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it, and then I'm going to go try, Cafe Du Monde. And so I'm going to see which one is better. So with my Oklahoma expertise of beignets. So
I mean, we know a lot about beignets. I mean, they're native to Oklahoma, right?
Yeah,
right?
Native to Oklahoma. Beignet is definitely an Oklahoma term.
Me next week for saying that.
Let's hope he doesn't listen.
He is.
Yeah. So, anyways, well, that was our tips and tricks for Galveston, Texas. Reece, do you have any tips for us for Galveston? Have you been to Galveston? Do you like Galveston?
Well, I mean, I went through there when I was truck driving, so I barely saw anything. Don't go to the Dollar General. I don't.
The Dollar General.
That's what
Stay away from the Dollar General.
It's a very low class of Galveston people go in that Dollar General.
Okay. Well, there you go. Were you delivering to the Dollar General?
I was.
Okay.
You were? Okay.
Very good. So, we
Before
have...
we go on.
Oh, yeah?
Before we go on, do you want to... This doesn't have to be recorded or not, but...
Yeah.
Do we want to go over
it is, though.
Question? We can cut it out if need be. Do you want to go over...
let's hit Gare Bear's questions.
Man, he's got his own hashtag now.
Yeah. Hashtag Gare Bear. All right. I created him a hashtag. He's going to stop listening.
He is. Okay. The first one that either we didn't get the message or he did it, or we just ignored it, is what he thinks.
I've got him, but I don't got that.
We're talking about Gary,
Gary Manning.
Yeah, the Reece Gate Gary, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I like Gary. Gary's a good guy.
What was your favorite excursion that you ever done? Full details. What port was it on, and what was the name of the excursion? Did it entail, or what did it entail, and how much was it? Why are you laughing?
What's going on?
Why are you laughing?
Okay. I wasn't listening at the beginning.
Oh my God.
Gary actually, while we were talking, he sent another message while you were talking. And I looked at it and I was like, oh. And then I was like, oh, what is Tom saying?
Oh my God.
I got it. You're fine. I got it.
Well, you're reading it.
I haven't pulled up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So My favorite excursion, huh?
Yep. In detail.
In detail.
Well, if you want to think about it, I can do mine.
I've got a few, but I don't. Okay, I've got one, but you go ahead.
Okay. So mine was done by Charlie's Rotan Tours just a few months ago, actually.
What?
Back in
You
March.
mean the same Charlie that was on this show?
The same Charlie that was on this show.
Holy shit.
It was amazing. But, I mean, in all actuality, yeah, it was my favorite one. I did the Rotan City Tour. It is as long as you want it to be because it's a personalized tour. You're not in a bus. You're in one of his driver's personal vehicles, and they take you to wherever you want, and and stay as long as you want at the places that you want to stop at. They'll also take pictures of you and stuff like that. They'll let you shop, or they'll take you to the chocolate factory, the rum factory, where you can get samples of the rum and buy rum and rum cake and different things rum related. Which I do have a map that I was supposed to give you.
That's where the rum is.
What the hell was that? Anyway,
Fans.
so it was the island tour was like $15 a person, $20 a person, and you can make it 2 hours, 4 hours, however long you want. So,
well, oh, thank you, ladies.
I want to slap you with that button.
Anyways,
There's your tits, bud.
So I know. It's because I. Anyways, so I guess my favorite. I've got a few, and I would have to say between. It's kind of like a toss up, I guess. I love beach days, and I love doing things like adventurous, like going to Mayan ruins. So two completely opposite things, but I'll kind of give it like a little rundown of both. So typically with the Mayan ruins, you're going to be spending your entire outing going to these ruins because they're nowhere near where you're ported at. So if your ship is there for 7 hours, this excursion will be listed as a 7-hour excursion. You'll be the last people to get back on the ship typically. And it usually costs somewhere around $100 depending on which one you're going to. I am going to some Mayan ruins this next week, and ones I've never been to before. So I'm very excited about that. It's part of the New Wonders of the World. So I would like to go see that. So besides that, beaches. I do love going to the beach equally. Beach days, it just depends on where you're going. Mr. Sancho's is one of my favorite stops. You have to book that off Carnival, and I believe it's like $75 or something like that dollars to get in. You have to pay a $5 deposit on the website, and then you pay typically in cash when you get there.
$355.
It's gone up. It used to be. It ain't no more. But what comes with that $75 is unlimited drinks and food and all that stuff. So you're set up for the entire day. You get a nice table with an umbrella, and you have a good time. So I love just getting drunk and hoping I get back to the boat. So, but
so
yeah.
Gary asked you a question, Reece, personally.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Yeah, he said, other than meeting him, what are you looking forward to the most about the family reunion group cruise? And this is directed straight towards you.
Okay. Well, I mean, really, I'm looking forward to the whole thing. But yeah, definitely meeting a fan is going to be awesome, especially one that has my back so fervently. But I would have to say that I'm really looking forward to beach day. I mean, mine runes sound awesome, but I can metal detect at a beach, and though I might find cooler things at a mine rune, I'm pretty sure they'd probably frown upon it. But yeah, I don't. The whole thing, I'm very excited about. Yep, that's it. Did I lose you guys?
And the final question he asks is if we've ever been rained out on a cruise. And I've been on a cruise where it rained like 3 or 4 days of a 7-day cruise, but it's been mostly it was like spotty. It'd start downpouring and then it'd stop, and then things of that nature. So it wasn't a total like rain all the time. So
yeah, similar. I had a lot of rain on a particular cruise. I just like we couldn't avoid it, so we had to go through it, and it was like most days. It was just like the luck of the draw on that cruise. A lot of our stops was just rain, and honestly, that was one of the times I went on a Mayan ruins trip, and I got to see the Mayan ruins in a different kind of capacity. We kind of got to go up. There's a trail that kind of goes up one side of this one part of the ruins, and it was slippery. And I was like, if I fell and died, then would that be kind of like a human sacrifice or something? Like, would I be like awakening some kind of like, something? Should I push someone?
Only if someone pushed you would it be a human sacrifice.
Should I push someone? I felt obligated suddenly. I don't know what it was about that place, but yeah, I don't know.
You felt obligated. You suddenly felt obligated to murder someone by pushing.
No, I didn't say nothing about murdering. God, get it right. Human sacrifice.
Whatever.
A little different.
It's for the
I
crops,
think we've answered all of his questions. So.
Yeah, it's for the crops. So, anyways, so we're through those questions now. We do have one. We got a series of questions here that our listeners have sent us. So Neville has sent us a Nevel.
Bottle.
Yeah, I almost made the joke. I didn't know. It wasn't me. It was the one that wasn't funny that said it. So anyways, here is Neville's question to us.
My name is Neville Fuzzybottom. And this question is for all of you.
Oh.
What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
Oh man, that's a riveting question.
That's a good question.
Well,
there.
it's interesting. Neville, I'm not sure. It's kind of coming to me now that who Neville is. And listen, Gary, you're not fooling us again. Okay. I'm just saying. But yeah, I'm not sure what I would do with a drunken sailor.
I know what I'd do.
Well,
we know what you would do.
I'd shave his balls with a rusty razor. Early in the morning.
Early in the morning. Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, I would push him overboard. He'd be fine.
You wouldn't put a lobster in his trousers? You wouldn't set him up with the captain's daughter?
Okay. So we're gonna move on here to
I love that song.
Captain Hooker.
This be Captain Hooker on Speak Like a Pirate Day. Anyways, I was calling in to see if the boys wouldn't mind sending over a message to that Betty for me. She seems like a smoking hot lass. Anyways, the message be, if things don't work out there with that Mr. Kennedy, come on over Hooker's way. I'll shiver your timbers. Yar.
He seems like a really nice guy. Are you gonna defend her honor? Come on, man. That's your girlfriend.
He's welcome to have her.
Oh. Wow. I love it. Oh. So yeah. We'll get that message over to Betty and we'll see what she says. We might have a future show where Betty may call in and we can maybe make that connection happen.
There might be a future Mrs. Hooker.
Oh my god. Okay. Last one. I think it's our only actual.
Hey guys, it's Steve from Denton. Want to run a question by for your Galveston podcast.
Ooh.
So we've been to Fisherman's Wharf. We've been to Landry's. What seafood restaurant would you suggest that we try next? Thanks.
We actually just answered that.
Well, we kind of did.
Yeah, Waffle House. Oh.
The Waffle House. Yes.
Bubba Gumps.
Yeah, try Bubba Gumps. I mean, it is very much. It's not. I mean, it's good food. It's really good food. It's just kind of touristy.
The spot has some really good seafood. I really did like the Bubba Gumps. I like the spot. The spot had some good seafood. At least the last time I was there. So
I will say there's a restaurant that is inside the Hotel Galvez that had some really good food. Check their menu. It's been a few years since I've been there, but they had some good. I remember eating some fried fish either way there, so it was really good. But yeah, I would go Bubba Gumps though if you're looking for, fat shrimp,
good variety, good
Gulf
variety
shrimp or
shrimp scampi,
scampi,
shrimp on the boat.
Yeah, love it. So those were our questions for the week. I do apologize. The buttons stopped working, so I don't know what's up with that. So I had to load things in several times. What did you do, Tom?
I didn't do nothing.
You did it, didn't you?
How can I am 140 miles away from you.
You did it. I know you did. It
Wow.
was you. Damn it. What did the buttons ever do to you?
I mean, he did seem to have a searing hatred for the rim shot button.
Yeah, I'm just disappointed. I think that's the biggest thing here. Anyways,
Reece wanted to start a series. I heard without us.
What?
No,
Yeah.
I have a segment. What?
Yeah, he because of Reecegate,
What?
It could be
Reecegate?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I still don't understand.
Going
where he gets
oh
these
solo.
Boo! Yeah, that's right. The kids don't even agree with you, Reece. Anyways.
Oh, Lord.
It took me 7 tries to get those boos out. Oh, well, I would do an intro, but I bet it wouldn't work.
That's a good point.
Didn't. We'll have to improvise an intro.
Okay.
So, Tom, go ahead and give me a beat. This is the time that Reece is going to be teaching us some history. And I want you all to know he's not very funny. Not as funny. Hashtag.
Wait, what?
I wish I could see his face, but he's got his screen turned on.
Oh my god, it about killed me. Oh, why? Why does your funny Kill us. Oh, okay.
Anyways,
Okay.
so
Go ahead.
This is my segment, the history of cruise ships and everything cruising related. In honor of the memory of the late Queen Elizabeth, today's segment will be the first of 3 parts. The first of her name, the Queen Elizabeth. The Queen Elizabeth was built in the mid-1930s by John Brown Company, a Scottish shipbuilding company. The Queen Elizabeth was launched the 27th of September 1938 and boasts being the largest cruise ship built in this time, and had also boasted the largest ever riveted ship by gross tonnage. Big beautiful gal needed a lot of buttons. Though she technically started her career as a troop ship in World War II, she achieved her true calling as a cruise ship in October 1946 as one of the most elegant ocean liners to date. Due to the decline of popularity of the transatlantic route, both Queen Mary, a subject for another segment, and the Queen Elizabeth were replaced in the late 60s by the Queen Elizabeth II. And if you'd like to hear the story, hear her story, come back next Saturday to hear more of the history of cruise ships and anything cruise related. Thank you.
Ooh.
Short but sweet.
So what was the Queen Elizabeth named after the actual first ruling monarch, Queen Elizabeth, or was it named after the Queen Mum, Queen Elizabeth?
The Queen Mom.
Okay, and then the QE2 was after Queen Elizabeth II. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll get more into detail on that for the Queen too. I found way
Very
more
cool.
information.
I enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
It was really short.
It was. Like I said, I actually didn't find a ton of information on that particular ship. I did find a lot on the Queen too. I just figured I'd start it off that way.
I mean, it is a Cunard ship. So Cunard is later on down the line actually became a part of the Umbrella Corporation umbrella. So
The Umbrella Corporation of Umbrellas.
So
No, I say-
when did the zombies come in?
the Carnival Corporation umbrella.
You like the
I
Umbrella
don't-
Corporation umbrella.
I thought I said Carnival Corporation.
Oh, that's really funny. Okay. Well, I think that signal.
What signal?
Hang on. It's the signal to end this show.
The bat signal?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god.
That is
the
most annoying thing that DJs have.
Oh, anyways. Make sure you jump over to our Facebook page over at facebook.com/Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. We have a group as well, and it's climbing quickly. Lots of people are trying to join the group. There's only like a couple of admins, and so we can only click the button so fast. So you guys might have to wait in line. It's very exclusive. I'm trying, guys. I don't know. This is like nobody's joining. We got to get some more people. So I'm making it sound very exclusive. We may have to start doing a cover charge to let you in. The fire safety guy said that he's never seen a group so large, and he's like, I don't know, more people. That's not going to be very safe.
Getting past capacity.
Yeah, max capacity. You're gonna have to go to another group. I don't understand. And I tell them, hey, man, it's just Facebook. So, anyways, make sure you join. It's important to me. And to Reece, the funny one, is there, so you can go there and he'll make you laugh.
And make sure you send us your Q's. We're the G's with the A's.
Yeah, exactly. Just know that you are unique, you are special, and you are loved.
And remember, all the rigmarole that happens on the ship stays on YouTube. Bye.
God save the foosball tables. Bye-bye.
See ya. Oh, love it.